sorry?
Keep driving.
You've got to be joking.
Keep driving.
What are you doing?
This is a gun. Keep driving.
No, it's not. Stop. Come on, man. I got a family. What are you doing?
I got a family too. Now drive.
What are you doing?
Drive.
Please stop.
Drive the car, miss.
Why are you doing this?
Make this so noticeable. Just drive.
Why are you doing this?
Drive the car.
To where?
Complete the trip.
I cannot do that.
Complete the trip.
Why are you doing this?
Complete the trip.
Please?
Complete the trip.
Please
drive.
stop. Please, I'm begging you.
I'm begging
I have
you,
4
drive the
kids.
car.
What are you
Drive
doing?
the car. Complete it. Now drive.
Please take that off of me. Please. No.
Keep driving. Do what I say and everything will be alright.
Violent passengers to cold-blooded murderers.
Please stop. Please, I'm begging you. I have 4 kids. What are you doing?
Here are 8 of the scariest Uber encounters caught on camera. This sweet old lady was just trying to make ends meet when a passenger decided to take advantage of her. The Uber ride started out great, with the two exchanging laughs and having a lighthearted conversation.
Oh. Doesn't have to worry about nobody putting no knees in your back.
You going to 1152 Okeechobee Boulevard?
Correct. Yes, ma'am.
However, halfway through the ride, the man started asking Alana to stop at certain locations.
I'm just going to
In
stop
300 feet, turn right toward 10th Avenue North.
Before we get on 95.
Take the next right toward 10th Avenue
you didn't
North,
do pool,
then
did
turn
ya?
right onto 10th Avenue North.
I think so.
Yeah, you can't really do that.
Alana politely declined her passenger's request, but he kept on insisting.
Yeah, make a left after you cross the train track.
Okay, well, I can't do that. When you do pool, you can only...
No, but I have to drop my bag off, so, I mean, can you please?
And soon, tension started to grow between the two.
Yeah, but I'm the one paying for the ride.
Well, then...
I mean, are you going to give me my money back? And
I
can
don't
just get
have
out
your
and
money.
reorder?
You can just email them
I mean,
and tell
but-
them that you
okay,
picked
well,
the wrong
for
destination.
the money that I paid, can you make a left so I can go to my house? Because that's going to be a lot shorter than me going to Okeechobee.
Alana had enough of her passengers' unreasonable requests and politely asked him to leave.
Because I have
Would
to
you
drop the
please
bag
get
off.
out of my car?
No, but I have to go. I just paid for a ride. What do you mean?
Unfortunately, this is where things got worse. Without warning, the man grabbed Alana's tumbler and threw it on her head before spitting on her. Alana tried reporting the incident to the police and Uber, but none of them did anything about it. The incident left Alana traumatized, and no justice has been served for her case. In the dead of night, an account owned by a woman named Tanya Mullen booked Christine Spacuzza's car for an Uber ride. However, instead of Tanya, a suspicious-looking man greeted Spacuzza when she arrived. The man was silent for the entire trip, despite Christina's attempt to talk to him. However, around 18 minutes into the ride, the man pulled Spacuzza by the hair and aimed a gun at the back of her neck.
Keep driving.
You've got to be joking.
Keep driving.
What are you doing?
This is a gun. Keep driving.
Christina couldn't believe what was happening to her.
No, it's not. Stop.
However, it didn't take long for the reality of the situation to dawn on her.
Complete the trip.
Why are you doing this?
Complete the trip.
Please?
Complete the trip.
Please
drive.
stop. Please, I'm begging you.
I'm begging
I have
you,
4
drive the
kids.
car.
What are you
Drive
doing?
the car.
Christina begged him to stop, but the suspect remained unfazed. The clip ends with the suspect grabbing Christina's dashboard camera. Christina didn't make it home that night, and a few days after the incident, her lifeless body was found in a wooded area with a single bullet wound to her head.
Allegheny County police say they found her body about 1 mile away on Rose Creek Drive.
And police say when his attempts to steal her money didn't work, he robbed her of her life.
Further investigation revealed that the suspect, Calvin Crew, tried to rob her before shooting her in the head. Calvin Crew was charged with murder and is currently on trial for the death penalty. It was a quiet night. Paul Lau was refueling his car in an empty gas station when an armed robber entered his car and demanded his money. Lau, still in shock, tried to reason with the suspect. However, the gravity of the scenario soon dawned on him. In front of him was a dangerous man who wouldn't think twice of hurting him if he tried to resist, which left Lau no choice but to comply. After Lau gave everything that he had, the suspect then told him to surrender his keys and get out of his car. Lau told him that his car is keyless, but the suspect was not convinced. Paul begged for his life as the suspect continued to hit him in the head, trying to get the car keys. Luckily, the robber left the car before any more damage was done. The suspect, later identified as Dondre Powell, was arrested a week later for multiple charges, including first-degree robbery and victimizing an elderly individual in a violent crime. Ralph Valletta just started his Monday shift when things went horribly wrong. As he was stopping at a red light, his passenger pulled out a gun and demanded his money. Ralph complied and gave the robber the little amount of money that he had. Unfortunately, this only made the situation worse, as the robber became more aggressive and demanded for his phone and other belongings. While they were arguing, a cop noticed the commotion and decided to check them out. After figuring out what was happening, the cop quickly pulled out his firearm and commanded the suspect to get out. Within seconds, the suspect was already subdued out of the car, while Valletta told the officers what had happened to him. As it turns out, the suspect, later identified as Martinez Herrera, was carrying a Ruger pellet gun during the encounter. However, that didn't stop the authorities from charging him with robbery and a weapons offense. It was a peaceful Thursday for Eduardo Mediedo when he picked up two passengers who asked him for a ride to the hospital. The male passenger appeared noticeably unwell as he sat with a pained expression before laying on his companion's lap. This went on for quite some time until, out of nowhere, the male passenger removed his shirt and groaned in pain before asking Mediedo to drive faster, to which the driver politely declined. But the man insisted. Then, all of a sudden, the man lunges toward Mediedo and begins to hit him repeatedly. Mediedo tried to block the attacks as he tried to stop his car. As soon as he pulled over, the man then let go and exited the car. However, seconds later, the suspect went back to throw another punch at him. In a twist of fate, the suspect, later identified as George Catalano, turned himself in to authorities and was charged with assault and reckless endangerment. It was a calm Saturday night when Albert Castro picked up a drunk passenger from a bar when all of a sudden, out of nowhere, his passenger tried to grab the steering wheel while they were cruising down the highway. Fortunately, Castro was able to put things under control, but things didn't end there. A few moments later, the passenger tried grabbing the steering wheel again. Castro wrestled with all his might as his passenger forcibly tried to grab the steering wheel. Luckily, Castro managed to pull over and press the Uber app panic button to call 911 before the situation got any worse. The passenger was later arrested on DUI charges. It was 3 a.m. when this Uber driver picked up two suspicious passengers. Throughout the entire ride, one of them can be seen slouching on the back seat while talking to her phone, while the other one was hiding on the floor. Little did they know a car was creeping behind them, and then moments later, the unimaginable happened. A black SUV stopped beside them, and someone inside the vehicle started shooting at them. The driver immediately sped off, trying to get away, as his passengers yelled at him to go faster. He drove as fast as he could, while using his phone to contact the emergency hotline. The driver soon made his way to his destination, but the police officers he contacted still weren't there. His passengers ran out of the car, while he was left there to be beaten up by the men in the SUV. The incident has left him with a broken car and a badly beaten face. Unfortunately, no updates were given about this case. It was the height of the COVID-19 pandemic when Subhakar Khadka asked his passenger, Arna Kamia, to wear a mask, but things quickly took an unexpected turn. Arna and her friends started taunting the poor driver and even tried to snatch the driver's phone. Subhakar stood up for himself, but Arna and her friends still relentlessly attacked him. The incident has left Subhakar too traumatized to go back to work. As for Arna, she surrendered herself to authorities and was charged with assault and first-degree attempted robbery.